you might be thinking so far, matrix multiplication really isn't that bad. And so far the examples we've done are just scalar multiplication. They're definitely a lot easier. Matrix multiplication gets a lot more complicated when I take one matrix times another, and that's what we are going to start looking at in this video right here.
My real favorite color is green.
So far behind the times, I already said that. My example we're going to look at here to kind of help us figure out when we can actually multiply our matrices. Right here. We have matrix A is -5, 0, 3, -2. And matrix B is -2, 1, -1, 4, 2, 5. And we want to figure out, does either AB or BA exist? And to lead us into that, let's start off by thinking what our dimensions are for each matrix. Matrix A is a 2 by 2 matrix. We have 2 rows, we have 2 columns. Matrix B is a 2 by 3 matrix. If I want to multiply these matrices, these inside numbers have to be the same. So the number of columns of our first matrix has to equal the number of rows on the second matrix. So write that out here. In order to multiply the number of columns for the first matrix must equal the number of rows of the other. Or in other words, your inside numbers have to be the same. So we can take A times B because our number of columns equals our number of rows and our inside numbers are the same. One more thing about matrix multiplication, when we have one matrix times another, our outside numbers here will tell us the dimensions of my matrix that I'll have after we multiply. Our resulting matrix is going to be a 2 by 3 because those are our numbers that are left over. Those are our outside numbers. I'll make that note here. It's a 2 by 3. All right. Now, I originally wrote this out as A first and then B. The fact that these inside numbers are the same tell us that AB does exist. I'll write that out here. Now, what about BA? B times A. Well, matrix B was a 2 by 3. Matrix A was a 2 by 2. My number of columns here is 3. My number of rows for matrix A is 2. These inside numbers do not match. So I cannot multiply these matrices together. In other words, BA does not exist.